Whenever you hear the word mindset, you instantly lose interest. And I can understand why, right? Because everyone is talking about woo-woo stuff. They think mindset, they think woo-woo. And the truth is, mindset is a skill. And until you learn the foundational skill of mindset, you will never make it in life. I always used to hear things like you have to be more disciplined, you need a growth mindset. And when I heard these things and people really spoke about it, there was very little substance to it, and there was very little ways of saying, okay, how can I actually implement this? And so what myself and my business partner Dan have worked on over the years is, okay, how can we turn mindset into a tangible skill and allow it to tie into high ticket closing to almost boost success in high ticket closing, so that you're able to see as much success as humanly possible. And the results speak for themselves. If you aren't familiar with my results, you can check the link in the description, or you can check my Instagram. And it is unbelievable what this new kind of lens allows you to do in your life. And I'm going to speak about it in today's video. Now, you might be asking yourself, why does mindset matter? And the reason it matters is because it's going to give you the confidence that you need and the ability to excel in anything you do in life, right? And it will allow you to focus and really just streamline everything you do. But the thing is, it does take a lot of work, and it's not something that you can just implement overnight. So the first thing I want to talk about is your mindset is your lens of the world. A massive, massive foundation of your mindset is your belief system. I've spoken about this in previous videos, but your beliefs is everything that you've experienced up until this point shape your beliefs. And a lot of us as humans, especially before you even started getting into the online space, have a ridiculous amount of limiting beliefs. And this literally comes from everyone telling us to play it safe, everyone telling us in our environment to go to school, get a 9-to-5, climb the corporate ladder, and settle for 2 weeks of holiday a year for basically minimum pay. And those limiting beliefs are so ingrained that it is very hard for a lot of people to make a change. And your beliefs, until you rewire your beliefs, you're not going to be able to start making a change. And now it's not until you are able to rewire your beliefs that you see an incredible amount of success. Some of the beliefs that I have now is I see money as a tool. I see money as an investment to use to invest into myself, my business, relationships, experiences, everything. And that has really allowed me to grow and develop, because I see money very differently to most people. Most people see money as like something to work towards, something to get. And the way I see it is it's a tool. And that has allowed me to also not be so attached to it and not to be like, it's the be all or end all. And weirdly, that's made me more money. But that's a whole nother conversation in sales as a whole. When you're not attached to the money, you make more money. But as a whole, your beliefs are going to affect your progress. If you don't believe in yourself, if you keep giving yourself excuses not to do things, you aren't going to see any change. And you might say, like, I am making a change. But if you don't change your beliefs, the change will be for nothing, because you won't see the success. The top 1% all have crazy belief in themselves, in what they do, in their vision, in why they do, what they're scared of happening if they don't do what they do. So it's incredibly important that your beliefs are shaped around the person that you want to be. And again, that takes a lot of damn training. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is how mindset can actually be your greatest enemy. Now, as you grow, as you build these beliefs can be so ingrained to you. Like, one thing I always tell my clients, and something I used to tell myself, is always behave like the person who is where you want to be, your future self, who has achieved everything. And the issue with that is, yes, it's going to allow you to make better decisions for yourself, but at the same time, it can allow you to boost and fuel your ego. And there's this amazing book that I would recommend all of you read, which is called Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. And it is literally, ego is going to absolutely derail everything that you have built. So your beliefs are super important, right? They obviously are going to allow you to achieve new heights and things that you've never achieved before. But you cannot let that affect your ego. You need to be extremely humble. Because if you start to have an ego and you start to follow this ego, you are going to self-sabotage yourself. So keep that in mind. Like I said, read that book. It's a great read. And as soon as you start implementing those things, as well as the beliefs, my God, you're going to see so much success. It's crazy. Now, the third thing that I want to touch on is mindset. You need to treat it like a muscle. It needs to be trained, right? You don't just go to the gym once and you're like, oh, okay, I'm jacked, or I lost all my weight, or whatever your goal is in the gym, right? It takes a lot of reps. It takes repetition. With everything in life, it takes repetition. It takes getting very good at something. Your mindset is a skill, but it's something that takes a very long time to build up. It takes a lot of repetition. It takes a lot of affirmations. It takes a lot of visualization. It takes a lot of really getting to understand who you are and who you want to be to achieve the things you want to achieve. And you need to be training that muscle every single day. And that's why I always say you need to utilize things like affirmations. You need to utilize things like visualization. And it's not because it's going to help you get there. It's because it's going to help your mindset stay intact, which in turn will help you get there. Now, the final point around mindset is that this needs to come first, okay? Again, I know it sounds extremely woo-woo and I know it sounds weird, but your mindset will literally dictate where you end up in your life. And if you prioritize trying to make money and you're not thinking about your mindset and you're just focused on making money, you're not going to do it. Right? I can tell you from first-hand experience, when I started in trying to get into the online space, I tried dropshipping first. My mindset was utter dog shit, okay? So I didn't achieve anything. I made a little bit of money, cool, but it wasn't sustainable and it wasn't something that I could actually see myself doing because I didn't understand my mindset and I didn't put it first. I put making money first. And as soon as, like I say, as soon as you put something else that isn't money as the core, I guess, booster in your journey, you will actually, as a byproduct, make more money. So that's something to understand as well. You always have to put things that are not money first, whether that's your family, whether that's your friends, whether that's you, whatever it is, you need to focus on that first before you focus on making money, because your mindset will dictate how much money you make. Now, this video was me just kind of showcasing why it's so important to look at mindset as a skill, why it's so important to master your mindset before anything else. And if any of that resonated with you and you're ready to live life on your own terms and you're ready to stop settling for a life that's average, for a life that feels small, then I urge you to click the link in the description and where you can find out more about high ticket closing, the Enigma way, and what it can do for you personally. See you in the next video.